No, you want to tell your grandkids, yes, I was starting. I was popping. I was living my life. Because you know why, bitch? You're going to die. So if you're thinking, should I sit on this shit? Sit on it. Sit on it. Sit on it. I'm a strong advocate for being a slut.
If my girlfriend can knock me back, she can go through my phone.
Well, you ain't going through no phone.
Once I block you, you should already be trying to figure out if you could use your mama's phone to get in contact with me.
Only way I'm marrying a shorty, like, she had to be a virgin or she got
a virgin. Hold up. How many women over 18 are realistically virgin?
I don't know. That's why I gotta find the one. It's always gonna come to me.
Can you tell if a woman's a virgin? So, like, if you looked at me, am I virgin?
Nah.
Gotcha, bitch. At this point, if the dude starts to make me smile on my phone when he texts, I'm gonna just go ahead and drop it in the toilet. We're not even gonna play like that.
I can you and literally not think about you the next day.
Most women don't behave that way, so it's different for you than it is for me.
Why?
Because we want a woman that can emotionally bond with us, not one that's been a who can't later on. A woman with more than 10 bodies has a higher rate of divorce with a man.
Actually, you know what? I will brag about being professionally ran through, because guess what? Still not ran through by you, though. My body count may be in the hundreds, but you're not part of that.
She belongs to the streets.
Ladies, I'm gonna put you on game real quick. These men out here do not care whether or not you have a college degree. They don't care if you have a bachelor's, a master's, a doctorate. They don't care whether or not you even own a home or live in an apartment. They don't even seem to care whether or not you have money in your bank account. What they do care about is if you cook.
Did you know that women get a high off rejecting men? There are women that go to the club just to reject men and act like a celebrity. No, I don't want you. No, I don't want you. Sorry, no, I don't want you. You can't have me. They do that on Instagram. They do that on Snapchat. They do it. I want you to know majority of these dating apps are for them to get high off of rejecting you and to get your attention and validation. That's why I prefer to talk to women in person. Now I'm encouraging all y'all men to do the same. But if you want dating apps, just know what you're getting into.
The more that women chase equality, then I expect you to advocate for women to have just as much representation in the military, being drafted in the war, working dangerous jobs. You don't get to be the first off the Titanic. You don't get to be protected by men. If you really want equality, life isn't fair. Men and women are not equal.
Okay, since some of y'all need the confirmation from mental health professionals, if you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. If you want to be a slut, be a slut. If you want to go thought it out in the streets, bye, bitch. Be in the fucking streets. But definitely be safe about it and try to find people that are reasonably sane. But other than that, YOLO, shake that shit open. Because you know why? Because you know why? You're going to die. And you want to be in your death, baby, like, damn, I should have slobbed on this nut. Like, come on, you want to be there? No. You want to tell your grandkids, yes, I was starting. I was popping. I was living my life. Because you know why, bitch? You're going to die. So if you're thinking, should I sit on this shit? Sit on it.
Oh, shit,
Sit on it. Sit on it. I'm a strong advocate for being a slut. I want to get something off my chest about the black man that thoroughly frustrates me. Can I do it? I'm gonna fucking do it anyway. You know, my favorite flavor of ice cream is hardworking black man, but I can't seem to find that flavor in the store no more. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck why. In my experience, specifically when it comes to dating, black men just off top want bitches to submit, but provide nothing to submit to. Nowadays, y'all don't even have the education or credentials to be talking to a bitch. Especially out the side of your neck. Black men are so consumed with being dominant and being on top. For what? At the cost of dimming your bitch's shine. I shake this ass for the spirits, for the gods, for the universe, to manifest the things that I want in life. However, have not been able to manifest somebody with some common fucking sense. Y'all think bitches just be talking in y'all ear just to be fucking talking. We don't. Y'all think bitches just want to argue with y'all because y'all refuse to expand your emotional vocabulary. We don't. It's to provide clarity for both us and y'all dusty bitches. Let me stop. It used to be where men provided financially or with schmeat, and bitches can make their own self come and we can pay for our own shit. 90% of my clientele have been men. black men specifically. And what we specifically work on is expanding their emotional vocabulary, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't even have the words to express how you're feeling. When bitches are telling y'all to go to therapy, it's not for us, it's for y'all sad motherfuckers. Y'all told bitches to elevate our standards. And at the cost of us elevating y'all standards, y'all got axed because y'all didn't elevate either. Bitches are not tolerating emotional abuse, emotional neglect. Step it up. Go talk to somebody. Go expand your emotional vocabulary so your life can be better, bitch.
3 days later.
Society is already very difficult for black people in general. And for people to call into question saying that I hate black men is asinine to me. Well, hello. It's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these hoes, but got her job terminated as a result. Shit you not, I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence, and I shit you not, by Friday, didn't have employment.
Now it's time for me to be her therapist. Let's break this whole thing down so we can fully understand where she's coming from and why she's really frustrated and angry at men, and particularly black men. Now, first things first, she said her favorite ice cream is hardworking black men, but she can't seem to find one, which means she's actually mad at her dating and mating options. She doesn't qualify for a hardworking black man, a guy who's successful, a guy who's made something of himself. She qualifies for a Pookie, a Ray Ray, a guy in the street. You know why? She said, why do black men come into my practice talking about want to be dominant and basically want to be the head and want a submissive woman? And she tried to throw her resources and her education out there and say, well, I got this, I got that, So she's trying to shame black men because they want to be dominant and they want to be leaders and they want to be the head of the household. And they want submissive women, but she doesn't want to be one because she's not one. She has a feminist mindset. This is what happens when you're programmed to go against your own men, to get a degree and go to school and go to work. Now I'm always competing against men. You can see the masculinity oozing out of her pores. She's throwing all these ad hominems and she eats MFs and you be, you this and that. What man will even want to come into her practice, let alone want to be in a relationship with her or even deal with her? She's pumping up material for most Pookie and Ray Rays, right? She doesn't qualify for a dominant man, which the type of guy that she's actually against. Now, the next thing, guys, be very, very careful of women who tell you, I went to school to be a psychologist. I'm a therapist. I'm a relationship and marriage counselor. These type of women are not on your side. They are dangerous, especially when it comes to men and women, because they're always going to defer to the sisterhood. They're always going to say, well, wife, you're right. Girlfriend, you're right. Husband, boyfriend, you're not listening to her. You're not emotionally intelligent. What that basically translates is you're not jumping as high as she wants you to jump. You're not doing this for her. You're not giving her enough attention. You're not loving on her. You're not taking her here. So it's all your fault, male. This is why females like her shouldn't have a license, shouldn't have a practice, because they don't understand what it means to be a man, what we go through, our logic. They only see it from their point of view. So she's talking about you need to listen to basically women when they're telling you to do things. You need to basically do it and listen. Well, men don't think like that. We don't like being talked down to. This is a little psychology for her and all you females out there. If you try to come into a man's life and tell him, well, you need to do this, you need to do this, that's only going to work on a loser, a guy who's in the street, a bum. It's not going to work on a dominant man like she wants. This is why she tried to shame black men for wanting to be dominant, because she doesn't want to submit. And she's actually a transformer. She's a masculine female. You can feel it oozing out of her pores as she talks. She's throwing all these B words and these MFs and everything like that. You don't deserve a quality guy. And that's what she's really mad about. That's the root of the cause. She can't get a hardworking man, a hardworking black man, and she just doesn't qualify for one. So she's mad and frustrated because she keeps attracting these dusties, these losers, these bums, these guys in the street. If you don't submit, this is what's going to happen. She's mad and she tries to throw 8 years of schooling in there and say, well, look what all I've done. And you can't basically sit at my table. There's blue collar men who make way more than therapists make. But guess what? She's not going to check for those guys because she thinks she most likely deserves better. That's the root of this issue. She's not getting what she wants out of the mating and dating game. So now she wants to use her therapist degree to hide behind it and shame black men for not getting what she basically thinks she deserves. There's a black man in her life that's not listening to her, That's not doing all these different things that she's voicing and she's frustrated about. He's not following what she wants him to follow. So now she just wants to say, well, I'm a therapist. I care about black men. And she doesn't care. She's angry because she doesn't qualify for the type of guy that she wants. A dominant man. She's not a submissive female. You can tell right off the bat.